Thursday, 16th of January, the European market is about to open. I have several planned entries for today and possibly a bit more than usual, so I will be likely taking them with smaller size to adjust for the fact that I'm taking more entries and not risk too much or too much more. My first entry will be off the first 5-minute bar in the UK index, if it is a negative bar, and then the next entry will be based off the second 5-minute bar in the DAX when that completes. So I will observe the market and bring you back then. First 5-minute bar is completed. It is a positive bar, so I'm not going to buy below it. If the UK index retraces to previous day high, I might be a buyer there and use my usual 18-point stop loss. But besides that, and the reason I'm doing that is because market has reacted very strongly to the CPI report yesterday, and we've been rallying for some time as well. So I do believe that we are likely going to revisit these highs. So on a decent retrace here, I do want to be a buyer. And it's the same with the DAX. However, I will be following the break of the second 5-minute bar, even if it's a short. But if it's a short, I might be taking profit faster. Let's see. We are getting close to the completion of the second 5-minute bar, and the problem I have with it is that it is very close to previous day high, where I am kind of expecting a bounce. So I am not sure if I should take this short here. Although obviously this is a mechanical entry, so over time I know that this mechanical entry is returning a profit. So even if I take it today and it doesn't work, that's fine. But at the same time, if I strongly believe that we are gonna rally back up here, kind of rallied, it's like this leg has been quite strong, and this final bounce here we're about at half distance. So actually I wouldn't have been triggered short yet, but I think I'm more inclined to go long here right below this bar if we get there, with a healthy stop of somewhere close to the lows of Asia session. But I don't really want to be short here. So I'm waiting 4 more minutes for the completion of the first 15-minute bars, and I'm going to place some orders in gold and in the Dow based off the first 15-minute candle break to either direction. First 15-minute bars have completed, and we have gotten triggered here, filled here in the DAX. I'm going to risk a bit less per trade today because I expect to take more entries. So I think this is fine here, and I'm going to be looking for a bounce back up. We got filled in gold here as well, long, deleting the short order. something like that. And I will target higher here. I do think it's very likely we revisit these highs, so I'm actually gonna put a very ambitious target here and just let it run, see what happens. We will have to clear this area of resistance here, of course, which is the Asia high. And I am not actually going to be taking a short trigger here because I just don't believe it will have legs. Of course it could. We've broken out of this channel and we can easily retrace 30%, even 50% here, no doubt, maybe even to the 70%, but it just feels like the market is strong and I don't really want to be caught short. Now if this doesn't work and I get stopped out here and I'm missing out, and I would have made money had I followed my planned trigger, then that's fine, that's my decision. I just believe that this area is likely to act as support here, but we'll see. I'm placing a buy order in the Dow here as well in case we do dump here anytime today. I do think we're going to bounce back up. I think the market is going to be very strong now. But I'm not taking the short trigger here. I would have been filled, I think. I would have been filled short. Yes, I would have been filled short. Gold is attempting to break out, so hopefully we just manage to close above this previous high from the Asia session. That's going to look really good. With gold, I've decided to target the upper part of this channel. I think maybe go just a bit lower here, something like that. I think it's very likely now that we reach this spot, so I can actually maybe let this run. I'm not going to move the stop loss with that in mind, so I think this is a fine stop loss. And then DAX is bouncing here at previous day high. So let's see. Second 15-minute bars have completed. So I will be placing some orders in the UK index here and here. It looks like the sell was valid, so perhaps I should have just stuck to my planned mechanical entry. And this is why I always say that with mechanical entries, even if perhaps the outline doesn't look right, if you know that the entry is good over time, then you should still take it regardless. So I would be short in both the Dow and the DAX, and it will be profitable. Gold is retracing here a bit, but that's fine. Hopefully we just stay above a previous day high. And we're gonna get stopped out here. So that's unfortunate. Should have probably taken the short, but that's all hindsight, of course. I'm fine with the reason I didn't. Market has been strong, and generally you would expect a bounce to happen here. So I don't think that over time this is a bad decision in itself, but I should probably just stick to my mechanical entries. So this was a mistake from that point of view. So I'll just keep taking my mechanical entries. We'll now wait for a fill here and the UK 100. And for the DAX, well, normally I'm going to expect another bounce back, but looking at this range now, I'm probably not going to expect it before around this area. So kind of right in the middle of previous day's range. We might not get here, of course, and I think there's not a huge chance we get all the way here, but I'm going to place a buy order here. And yeah, I'll pause you and bring you back when we have a fill here, or if we get stopped in gold, which could happen, of course. I have been filled. Short here in the UK index, removed the long order and placed a stop. So now we'll see. Targeting the lows, of course. Not much has happened since I got filled short here. But what's funny is that both the DAX and the Dow are quite weak, so I should have been short from here and also short from here. Oops, sorry. Also short from here. But I decided to turn these entries down, which of course now it looks like a mistake, and probably is a mistake, because if I want to take them daily and use their power over the long run, I do have to take them each and every time. But there are times when the setup doesn't look right and you don't really want to sell into support, and you'll be right. It wasn't the case today, but you know, you gotta live with it if that was your decision. So with that in mind, I'll probably focus on taking these every single time, just to show that the process works, even with just taking them mechanically each and every time, because I have researched it and I have done it before, so I know that it works. It's sad that the UK index didn't seem to want to follow through it as much as these two, because here I did take the mechanical entry. But let's see, it's attempting a bounce back up here. We'll see if it succeeds or not. And gold has reacted right above previous day high, so that's nice. If we now go back up here and we clear this wick, I might be tempted to even add to this trade, but it will be at this size, so half size of the original trade, if we get there. So I'll keep monitoring this and bring you back. Bit of a slow moving price right now. A good reaction on gold here, bouncing back off the previous day high, but sadly kind of a similar thing happened with the UK 100. So let's see, the sell in the DAX and Dow have taken a break for now. Yeah, I'll let these positions run, and whatever happens, I will update you in the US session. This was it for this morning. So we're still in both trades, and we lost on one trade here on a long position, but it's well within our risk and our plan, even if I didn't actually follow my planned entries here and here. I'm sometimes going to do that if I believe that, I'll be forced to sell into strong support, which I thought would be the case here. But generally I will try to take most of my planned mechanical entries, because I do think they are profitable long term. So yeah, I'll try taking them more religiously and show you that you can pass an account with mostly just mechanical entries. Gold is going back up. I will be adding this amount if we clear this previous high, but I'll show you in the US session. So thank you for watching. As usual, remember that this isn't investment advice. I'm just showing you my thoughts and my ideas and how I think about the market and how I like to execute these trades. This is a challenge account, of course, so trying to pass that and trying to show you how I do that, but use the information just on its face. And if you like the video and if you like this content, please like and subscribe, and I will try to bring you videos daily. So thanks for watching, and see you in the US session. Goodbye.